I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham HaRikakodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa abba. So this is Exodus 15 and 22, and it's after the Israelites were brought out through the Red Sea out of Egypt. It says, so Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, which means bitter, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter, which Marah means bitter. And it has a, this includes America, because Amara, okay, the name comes from bitter. The word Amara goes back to Amerigo, which it was a navigator, an Edomite navigator, Amerigo Vespucci. And his name Amerigo means bitter, okay? It goes back to Marah, okay? So this is actually a prophecy of America to the Israelites after they came out of Egypt. Okay, they're going to go back into another Egypt, but not by ships. But by the way of ships, Deuteronomy 28. When we went into the first Egypt, we walked. All right. The second time, we came in on ships, which is dealing with America, this bitter place, named after Amerigo Vespucci. Let me get the name so I don't butcher it. Here it is, America. All right, it's named after Amerigo Vespucci. Okay, if I say that, I believe I said it right. Amerigo Vespucci. But Amerigo, all right, it goes back to bitter. Okay. So it says in Exodus 15, it says, verse 24, and the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? And he cried unto Yahweh, and Yahweh showed him a tree, which this tree is actually, these are historical events, but they also are prophetic, okay, of the future, because that tree is the tree of life that we got to take of and eat, which starts with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being, the husband, and Yahweh Shai is that righteous root that sprung out of Jesse. And then off of him are the branches, the men of Israel, but you have some men that bear no fruit, some men that bear fruit, which is in John 15. All right, and if you abide in him, then you are clean through the word. Okay, but them that bear no fruit, he's going to cut them off and leave them here to die in the lake of fire. But it says, and he cried unto Yahweh, and Yahweh showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters, okay, and waters is literal, but also it could figuratively mean people, okay? Like in Revelation 17, how it talks about this woman that sits upon many waters. Revelation 17 and 1, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, which are plagues that he's going to use against America, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Now when you go down, it tells you right here in verse 15, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And that's why it says in Revelation 18 about the angel, tells you there's an angel that cast a great millstone. Verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea. All right, not the ocean, but into the sea of people, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon, America, this bitter place of confusion, be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. All right. So in Genesis 15, okay, this is prophesying that through this historical event where the Lord gave water. Exodus 15, forgive me. It says, so it says right here in verse 25, Exodus 15 and 25, and he cried unto Yahweh, and Yahweh showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. All right, through this truth. This truth is sweet, but then it's bitter in your belly. Let me get that. Here it is in Psalms 119. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. All right? So just like that tree made it, the water sweet, literally, right now this knowledge is making it sweet to be an Israelite today. It says, there he made, verse 25 of Exodus 15, it says, there he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he reproved them, right? He gave them commandments and said, if thou wilt diligently hearken unto, it says, diligently hearken to the voice of Yahweh thy power, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, which we keep them through reciting them correctly, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. But she put plagues upon the Egyptians, even the death of the firstborn, male of man and beast. But the plagues didn't touch the Israelites, all right, because they obeyed. But when they came into the wilderness, it showed who obeyed and who didn't. And those 2/3, once again, are back today in America, and they're going to die in this bitter place because of their disobedience. All right? Because they rebelled against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai willfully, ignorant to this truth. All right? But the Lord preordained it. He predestined the 2/3 to the lake of fire, and he ordained the elect to receive salvation at the return of Yahushai. All right? And it says, for I am Yahweh that healeth thee. So we're being healed by Yahweh. These reprobates, they're waxing worse while we're getting healed. We're getting stronger every day. It says, they came to Elim, where were 12 wells of water pertaining to the 12 tribes, the 12 apostles. All right, that number 12 represents the elect. All right, and those wells are those living waters. All right, the tree of life that spring off of Yahweh Shai, that righteous root that sprung off of Jesse. He is of the lineage of King David because he is Yahweh Shai, the Messiah. He is that living water that flows out of us. It says, and 70 palm trees. And palm trees are symbols of victory. And in the desert, that's a sign of mercy. And they encamped there by the waters. All right? Which it tells you in Psalm 1, verse 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, meaning our life, because we have with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai eternal life. And whatsoever he doth shall prosper. And that word prosper don't mean we're going to get rich every time we make a move. It means we're going to become wiser. All right, wisdom is greater than gold. It says, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away, double-minded, but shall receive nothing. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. So no heathen has part of this, right? This is only for the Israelite. And once again, Romans 9:6, it says, not all Israel is of Israel. So this is only for the remnant of Israel. And it says, for Yahweh knoweth the way of the righteous, because he gave us his way, which Yahushai is the way. John 14:6. It says, but the way of the ungodly shall perish, because they're moving in a wicked way. All right? The wicked, the Edomite, the so-called white man, he's going to be eventually made extinct after 1,000 years of slavery. And that's after their kingdom, Babylon the Great, America, this bitter place, is destroyed by nuclear missiles via its allies and its enemies, the BRIC nations and the NATO nations. All right? This is all according to prophecy. And it was all prophesied in the past. And there was things that were prophesied in multiple layers, so that as these prophecies unfold every day, we're getting closer and closer to the return of Yahushai. All right? The next prophecy we're looking for is the implantable microchip to become mandatory for buying and selling, as it is prophesied in Revelation 13:16, 17, and 18. And it tells you in Revelation 14:9 and 10 that whoever takes that, you're going to burn in the lake of fire. All right? Which is going to be the nuclear destruction of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, this bitter place. Shalom to the elect, wa abal babal.